you know what's scarier than failure? It's having everything: a prestigious degree, innate intelligence, and public recognition, yet still ending up empty-handed at the finish line. Meanwhile, someone with nothing but sheer grit, no credentials, no safety net, steadily climbs to the very top. This truth might shock you. Talent is a trap. It breeds arrogance, fosters laziness, and ultimately renders you as useless as a luxury item displayed in a glass case. Why do the best so often stumble at the doorstep of greatness? The answer lies in the gap between raw skill and work ethic. Welcome to Share Life, a place where every story becomes a small mirror reflecting ourselves. Here, we don't rush, we don't judge. We simply listen to what life is trying to teach us through the stories around us. And from them, we discover what is worth holding on to understand, to grow, and to live better each day. Talent is a curse. Discipline is salvation. Look at the reality of the cutthroat business world. Alex is the textbook golden child, valedictorian, holder of expensive international certifications, and possessor of flawless technical skills. He walks into the office with a mindset that the world owes him success. In stark contrast is David, a true outsider. David couldn't afford college. He learned business through sleepless nights watching tutorials and took the lowest level jobs just to observe how cash flow actually works. David entered the game with trembling hands, but eyes burning with a hunger for survival. The most pragmatic difference begins with how they manage their 24 hours. Alex always shows up exactly on time, never a minute early, and does precisely what is described in his contract. When a colleague hits a snag, Alex coldly declares, "That's not in my job description." He views talent as a privilege to remain untouched by trouble. Conversely, David is always there 30 minutes early to prepare for the battle. He doesn't just do his job. He observes every crack in the system, asks practical questions, and is willing to get his hands dirty without a single complaint. David doesn't wait for inspiration. He creates discipline. The breaking point comes when a financial crisis hits. Operations are paralyzed, and the standard procedures Alex worships become completely useless. Alex freezes. He spends his time analyzing whose fault it is and why the working conditions are so poor. Meanwhile, David, who is used to surviving on scarcity, steps up with crude but immediately effective workarounds. David doesn't care about his ego. He only cares about results. Throughout those 3 hours of chaos, David is the one keeping the ship from sinking, while the genius, Alex, is still fumbling for excuses to justify his helplessness. The practical lesson here isn't to romanticize poverty, but to strip bare the value of human durability. Imagine 2 knives, an $800 handcrafted knife, polished and perfect, and a $20 work knife, its handle wrapped in duct tape, but its blade razor sharp from being sharpened every day. If the $800 knife stays in the display case because the owner is afraid of scratches, it becomes worthless. Alex is that expensive knife, skilled but impractical, credentialed but lacking teamwork. David is the $20 knife, rough, but the only thing you can rely on when survival is on the line. The final result is a wake-up call for us all. In the long game of career and life, attitude eats talent for breakfast. Talent might get you through the interview, but only discipline and attitude keep you in the seat. Never mistake what you know for being more important than what you do. To truly break through, pack these 3 pragmatic strategies into your life immediately. First, discipline is a muscle, not an option. Skills can be trained, but the attitude with which you show up every morning is a strategic decision you make for yourself. Second, your value equals the sum of the problems you solve for others. If you only do your part, you are replaceable. If you are the one who solves the team's headaches, you are invaluable. Third, consistency beats excellence. The person who puts in a relentless 1% effort every day will always defeat the genius who only explodes in bursts of inspiration. Don't wait until you're good enough or perfect to dive in. Stop comparing your page 1 to someone else's final chapter. Ask yourself every night, today, was I a pragmatic $20 knife or just a shiny display piece? Because in the end, the world doesn't reward you for what you can do. It rewards you for what you actually get done every single day. Thank you sincerely for listening. Follow the channel so we can continue exploring these stories together. Wishing you all the very best.